Hello. Welcome back to my channel. I am Heather Tiedemann. I am a realtor down here in the beautiful area of Lexington, South Carolina, powered by Century 21 803 Realty. Today, we're going to be talking about if you are planning on making a weekend trip to Lexington just to check it out, a few of my suggestions on where you should look and travel around to get a good idea of the area. Obviously, you're not going to be able to hit every location in a weekend, but this will hit some of the highlight points, if you will. So if you are just here for the weekend and you're trying to hit as many points as you can to give you the best idea of what Lexington has to offer, these are going to be the ones that I highly recommend you check out. Is it all that Lexington has to offer? Absolutely not. But these are going to be your main checkpoints to get you the best overall idea of the area. Number one is going to be Sunset Boulevard. Yes, we do have other shopping and other restaurants all throughout Lexington, but a lot of your major retailers are going to be on Sunset Boulevard, also known as 378. You'll have Walmart, Target, Publix, Kohl's, TJ Maxx, Ross, Hobby Lobby, Ulta. The list goes on and on and on Sunset Boulevard. So that I highly recommend checking that out. I would also check that out at different points of the day to also give you an idea of traffic, because Sunset Boulevard during rush hour traffic can be a bit of a nightmare. So something to keep in mind when you're checking that out. Sunset Boulevard will also bring me into my second point, because you can take Sunset Boulevard all the way into downtown Columbia, where it turns into Meeting Street, and you just take it to Gervais, blah, blah, into downtown. And downtown Columbia is going to give you an idea of the convenience of Lexington, because that's should be, unless it's rush hour, a pretty quick drive to hit the State Museum, the Children's Museum, the Columbia Museum of Art, Riverwalk, State House, the fairgrounds, tons of shopping and restaurants, lots of boutiques, all kinds of stuff, the zoo. That's going to give you an idea of how convenient of a location Lexington actually is. Off of Sunset Boulevard, you will also have Lexington Medical Center. So it also give you an idea of how close that is as well. Sunset Boulevard is not the only way to get into downtown. Sometimes it is a lot quicker just to take the interstate, but it is whatever is up to you. But it is definitely something worth checking out, driving into downtown as well as driving along Sunset Boulevard. Number three, we're on number three now. On the list is driving into Irmo to Harbison Boulevard. Harbison Boulevard is going to kind of be like Sunset Boulevard, but on steroids. It's going to have the Columbiana Mall. It's going to have tons of movie theaters, so many shopping options, so many food options. And that is a very quick trip right over the dam. So highly recommend doing that. And that'll actually knock out my second one if you take that trip from Lexington into onto Harbison and take the dam, because that would be my fourth, would be driving over the Lake Murray Dam. The views are stunning. When you're coming from Lexington into Irmo, it's not so beautiful, but on your way back from Irmo to Lexington, it is a beautiful view. You're just lake for days. And if you come during the sunset hour, you get to see the sunset over the lake, and don't crash. Pay attention to the road, but also it is beautiful and definitely worth seeing. The dam makes it very easy to travel from Lexington into Irmo whenever it's convenient for you, especially if you're wanting to hit the mall, because Lexington itself does not have a mall. Come into number 5, because we hit the Lake Murray Dam. I highly recommend going into Red Bank, which is part of Lexington, but it's kind of like its own separate little town in Lexington. It's kind of on the outskirts, and we refer to it as Red Bank. So if you ever heard anybody talking about Red Bank, yes, it is part of Lexington, but it's got its own little small town feel. It has its Walmart, it has a Lowe's, it has quite a few little restaurants, Publix, Tractor Supply. So it is with its own little town, and you do have to drive into Lexington, to the town of Lexington, to hit more major retailers. but they do have everything you need within Red Bank. And homes tend to be a little more affordable over there. So if you're looking for a way to stretch your budget a little bit, Red Bank may be a good option for you when you are traveling here, to kind of give you an idea of what that area has to offer, and also give you to know how far that drive is from Red Bank into the town of Lexington. So, and then lastly, is kind of like a bonus one. If you are coming here with the intention of moving here and you're wanting to find a home, drive through some of our neighborhoods. All of our neighborhoods are going to have a little bit of a different feel. Some have pools and clubhouses and all kinds of amenities. Some don't. Some, are just, you buy a home, no, there's no HOA, and that's just what the neighborhood is. And depending on what you want, it you can get a good idea by driving through those neighborhoods and seeing them with your own eyes. Because I do these videos and I can drive through neighborhoods, and I try to make it as realistic as possible, because I can make a highly edited video of these neighborhoods, but it's not really giving you an actual real life experience in these neighborhoods. But even when it's not a highly edited video, it's not the same as driving through it yourself and seeing it with your own eyes. Everything always tends to look a little bit better virtually or on camera and things like that. So I highly recommend checking those out. You can get a good idea of, the space in between homes, how large the lots are, how big the community itself is, and just an overall feel. And if you go at different times of day, you can, see if there's a lot of people outside walking, if there's a lot of kids playing. And it really, really helps narrow down your search when you're coming here, if you already know what neighborhoods you like and what neighborhoods you dislike. So that is what the 5 or 6 main places I would check out if you are considering a move to Lexington and you're here for a weekend. Those are what I would highly recommend checking out, and I think they would be the most beneficial for you to jam pack it all into one weekend. So until next time, if you have any questions or, want to reach out to me, my contact information is down in the description box below. If you would like me to do a video on something, I'm always open to suggestions. You can drop a comment below, and I am happy to do either of those. Until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.